You have probably heard of it, the Albatross File. It's a set of secret documents on why and how Singapore separated from Malaysia on the 9th of August 1965. The document itself was declassified only in December of 2025. A powerful revelation was that Singapore's chief negotiator, Dr. Goh went against the then Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew's instruction. Mr. Lee Kuan Yew himself only became aware of this in 1994, about 30 years on. In short, the Prime Minister had instructed Dr. Goh to negotiate a looser arrangement with Malaysia, that is, compared to what was agreed upon in 1963 when the countries merged. Dr. Goh, who was against the idea of merger from the very start, never abided by the Prime Minister's instruction from the time negotiations in Kuala Lumpur started in 1965. Dr. Goh was certain that a looser arrangement would mean slower death. He rather cut off the albatross around Singapore's neck, and the albatross, of course, was the Federation of Malaysia. To me, this is insubordination as a comrade and betrayal as a friend. Was it? It was certainly a fait accompli, done unto a formidable leader who hated being contradicted. Until today, we know how seriously the all-white ruling party feels about lies and liars. So, why was Dr. Goh spared? In fact, he continued to be given critical high-stakes assignments. At his funeral in May 2010, the then Minister Mentor Lee Kuan Yew paid him the highest tribute. He said that in leadership, trust is the ultimate currency, and Dr. Goh had it in full measure. Trust. This is what gave immunity to political heavyweights such as Dr. Goh Keng Swee, S. Rajaratnam, E.W. Barker, and Lim Kim San. The abiding assumption is that you are driven by your commitment to do the right thing by the people and the country, even if it means breaking the rules. There's an intrinsic belief that you will not abuse your privilege for personal gain. Obviously, this is a privilege accorded to a select few. They earned the right to be indemnified. Otherwise, I doubt if Dr. Goh would have survived politically. He had incredible talent, strength of character, and a sterling track record. It's a great story to tell, a story about courage, conviction, and the willingness to risk political suicide. On the flip side, there is the problem of absolute power when this happens, and we all know what it can do. History is replete with accounts of how great leaders turned rogue when power is in the hands of a few for long. We were fortunate that Mr. Lee Kuan Yew and his political lieutenants in the early years were all men of character. They led by example and were driven by purpose. Dr. Goh was known for abiding by the rules, strictly abiding by the rules that he set. I had the privilege of witnessing a robust debate some time back between Dr. Goh and a permanent secretary. Dr. Goh actually conceded, graciously. There was no yes minister. There was a collective reflex, yes, but hardly any group think. To quote an ex-opposition politician, it was an era of conviction politicians. Leaders like LKY, Dr. Goh, and S. Rajaratnam happen once in a century, perhaps. Today, it's a collegiate style where political decisions are often made collectively. It's a different style, but still a good government. Sadly, an inordinate amount of importance is placed on social media and brand sweetening. It's not wrong, but it's worrying. I wish we didn't feel the need to play to the gallery as much. The irony is the same audience that demands that we connect with them on their terms and are woke also wants authenticity. It's a tightrope to walk. What's clear is there's one constant, whether it's the 1960s we're talking about or today. We want our leaders to be real. Being populist is not the same as being popular. At the end of the day, we will stand by our leaders, and I'm sure of this, when they are doing the right thing. Dr. Goh may have defied instructions, but I have no doubt he did it for the right reasons. He continues to be revered. Thank you, Dr. Goh, for breaking the rules.